She's just a 14-year-old girl. And she's already achieving. I have achieved so much. I'm amazed. She wants to help young adults and young children really get in touch with their true selves and live life limitless. So many things that stops young children from really becoming their true confidence size. Through the books that she's writing, she aims to bridge that gap and help these young children through the seminars that she's conducting, through the school partnerships that she has, and the coaching that she's been doing. We all have that one voice in our head that tells us what if we fail or what if we mess up. I wrote this toolkit for anyone who's ready to stop being a potato. Because I know I'm not the only one fighting that voice in my head. Stop waiting for permission and start finding what guides you remind you of your own power. The only way to silence it is by saying yes. Have you ever said no to something not because you couldn't do it, but because you were scared? Why? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shreya Devrewala, a 14-year-old student from Aditya Birla Old Academy and a total published author. It's truly an honor to be speaking here before such an esteemed audience like you are. Thank you so much, Tech you, for this opportunity. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the power of saying yes to growth and no to fear. When I was 10 years old, during the COVID 19 pandemic, I read my first book, The Power Is Yours, where I interviewed 47 teachers and principals across India to understand what truly helps students succeed. This experience pushed me past my limits and opened doors for more opportunities. Wisdom from elders has always guided my path. My second book, Never Say No, was began as a small idea from my grandfather's wisdom, but it grew into something much bigger through my internships, where I observed, interviewed, and learned from 17 inspiring entrepreneurs and leaders. This book is my answer to that doubt. It's not just a collection of interviews. I stepped out of my classroom and into the boardrooms of the true builders of lasting success. I went in looking for business strategies. I thought I'd hear about profit margins, but instead, they told me about the unfiltered reality of their life's journey. I realized that their empires weren't built on luck. They were built on something much harder to teach: resilience, the ability to stand when everything else is shaken. Being Gen Z, I live in an era where we want to try something new, break the dogmas, and step into a realm of new possibilities. But however, we can't do that if we don't arm ourselves with the wisdom from our elders. Personally, I believe that our elders, each one of you, my parents, my family, each one of us has something unique to share. If we walk away from experience, success is sure to walk away from us. This is why my book has a special section on how wisdom from elders helps one achieve their dreams. We all need a mentor at almost every stage in life. Each one of you sitting here in this room is a mentor to your students and have had mentors throughout your life, haven't you? Just like Krishna was to Arjuna in the Mahabharata. Remember when Lord Krishna recited the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun replied with Karishai Vachanamda, which means I will act as per your wishes. Let me tell you a powerful story that appears in my book. Each one of you have been given a copy on your table, so please turn to page 59. Remember Hanuman? In the Ramayana, he forgot his powers until Jamvan reminded him. Jamvan didn't give him strength. He just reminded him that it was already there. We all need a Jamvan. A teacher, a parent, a rally, a sibling, a friend. Someone who sees the real in, even when you can't. Someone who believes in you, even more than you believe in yourselves. Sometimes your strength is right there. You just need someone to point at it and say, look, that's it. Look around. Who's your job? There's another interesting incident I want to share with you. When I was 11 years old, my mentor gave me a challenge, a vision walk. I had to go to 100 strangers and ask them to support my vision and dream by giving me their signature. I am what you'll all call an introvert by choice. And the idea of talking to strangers made me uncomfortable and nervous, making the task seem impossible. My mind was buzzing, only with one question. How was I supposed to ask 100 random people to give me their signature? But with support from my parents and mentors, I gave it a shot. On my first day, I was a mess, but step by step, I kept going. Some people listened, others rejected me, but eventually, I was able to collect all 100 signatures. This activity helped me believe in myself and pushed me out of my comfort zone. I didn't want these lessons to just stay in my notebook because I know I'm not the only one fighting that voice in my head. My book, Never Say No, talks about how to break patterns and step out of your comfort zone. But what's so special about Never Say No? Well, Never Say No is a leadership and self growth handbook written for teenagers by a teenager. I wrote this book because I saw how many young people, myself included, struggle with fear, self doubt, comparison, and the pressure to be perfect. The core idea is simple but powerful. Say yes to opportunities, growth, and learning, and say no to fear, distractions that hold us back. Remember Superman? He just had one major weakness, kryptonite. Small thing, massive impact. That one thing that weakens him, makes him doubt, throws him off. We all have our version of kryptonite. It could be fitting in, fear of being judged, pretending, but these may all seem small, but they fog up our inner mirror. Just like this, every chapter in the book consists of a toolkit. Consists of a toolkit, reflection, and activities where the reader can pause and apply it in his own life. Do buy my book from this stall or from Amazon. Now, I'm so happy to share that my book is currently top 100 on Amazon bestsellers list with an Amazon rating of 4.8. Many reviewers believe that my book is a toolkit for teenagers' success. I want to help young adults get in touch with themselves and live life limitlessly. So today, I conduct interactive school sessions that bring these ideas to life, not as lectures, but as activities, conversations, and reflections, as sessions that make you pause and think differently. This book is also supported by my website, www.shreyatipriwala.com, where teens can learn more about my programs and embark on a journey to self-discovery. I need your blessings as I'm about to embark on my next journey, Parampara Digital, in which I will be facilitating tech training to adults. Each of them will also share their own stories in the form of a podcast, which will become a legacy of wisdom. Later, the best 50 will be compiled into a book, like an Indian version of Chicken Soup for the Soul. This opportunity that I have today to be speaking to such an esteemed people like in the audience is something I had never imagined, but is a testimony to the fact that when you follow the advice and wisdom of your elders and when you combine it with your inner courage, impossible becomes possible. And that's what I want to leave you with today. It's a toolkit for anyone who's ready to stop being a spectator in their own life. I wrote this book to prove that to be a good leader, you just need the courage to silence that noise and trust your own voice. And stand to step up, and never say, thank you.
With throwing light on the power of youth agency and the resilience that is required to lead in the digital world. While we all go through that in our classrooms, we'll understand that better. It's time for the mega panel, very first mega panel for the day. In the digital age, a school's footprint extends far beyond the physical walls, creating a complex landscape where visibility must be balanced with absolute vulnerability and